Welcome to my kitchen. It's me, Hasina. Hello, beautiful people. I'm going to be making us a concoction that I would normally make during the holidays. It's pineapple bread pudding, okay? I got this recipe from a dear coworker of mine when I was living in North Carolina. And she was so kind enough to have her mother write down the recipe for me. And I still have it on the same envelope that she wrote it down on. And so I have some pureed pineapple. It was frozen pineapple that I put in the food processor and I pureed it. So this is about 10 ounces. But I also am going to add, and this is going to be new for me. I don't know how this is going to taste. So this is my test kitchen. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be sweet potato. So this is 14 ounces of sweet potato, almost 15 ounces, and this is 10 ounces of pineapple. And I have some sourdough ciabatta bread. So let's get this party started. So I don't know how much of what I'm putting in things because I know I want to use all of this because this is all natural. This is whole food. I don't want to use too much of this, even though this is coconut sugar. This is granulated sugar. It's sweet, but these are already sweet items and they come from the earth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So with that being said, I'm going to do the 3 eggs first. Let's just go ahead and get this started. I'm going to put all this in the MyFitnessPal under my own little recipe. Once I get this taken care of, make sure there's no shell just went on in there, didn't it? Yes, it did. And so the trick is to get a piece of shell, to get out the shell. Is that going to work? Yeah, it worked. It took it. It took it. Yes, success. All right, so now we're going to add the 14. This is almost 15 ounces of sweet potato. I'm adding the entire bowl. I should go get a spatula. Yeah. That's why we call this a test kitchen. We're testing everything out, even the utensils. Go get a spatula, girl. There we go. And there we go. So now I'm mixing in the eggs with the sweet potato, and then we're going to add the pineapple, all of it. Now we're going to add the 10 ounces of pineapple. Oh, that smells delicious. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but that is my favorite word. Delicious. Okay. Now we're going to mix that together. I may need some more eggs. No, I think we'll be okay. Oh, that smells so good. All right, I'm gonna add, I should taste this. Girl. I need some sugar. I tried, guys. I tried. This would be a waste if I don't put any in there. So I want to go with the white sugar. This is organic granulated cane sugar. Or do I want to use the coconut sugar? I think I want to use the coconut sugar. All right. Do a cup. We'll do 1 cup. I'm going for it. All right, let's get it in there. Oh. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, I just got goosebumps. That is delicious. All right. Then I'll put another half cup in there. Maybe another cup, but I'm gonna put a half cup. And also, the healthy person in me and the personal trainer in me wants to put casein in there, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to mess it up. I was gonna put some walnuts in here, y'all, but I guess I'm just not gonna do that because I don't think that's necessary. Okay. I may need to put some more in there, and if I do, I'll put the rest of that in there and not the white. Now I'm gonna put, this has like the heavy cream. What do they call the topper in here? Strauss Organic Whole Milk says, my husband says to make sure I tell you guys this is the best milk on the planet. And if I go to Sprouts, I have to automatically come home with one of these. And I come through the door. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. However, I have raw egg in here and I'm over here just eating it like it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna need the rest of this. Okay. This is another ½ cup. All right, so wait a minute. Yep. So I'm putting two cups of coconut sugar into the bread pudding. And if I do bake this and it's not sweet enough, then we'll just have to put some sort of drizzle, make some sort of sauce, dessert sauce to go on top. You know what I mean? And I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. So I like to tear my bread. And some people like to cut it with a knife and whatnot. Now this has, you know, sesame seeds and all that stuff on it. Flaxseed. Oh, this smells good. Mmm. Ooh, maybe I will. Oh, you know, this is ciabatta bread. It is kind of thick. Let me go get my cutting board, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. All right. So you guys don't watch me cut all of this. I'll cut enough. It's loud, first and foremost. So I'm going to cut this, and I'll be right back. Okay. All right, we're done cutting up all this ciabatta bread, and we're gonna put this and let this soak. I'm gonna use the spatula, let's get this out of the way, to coat the bread, and I'm gonna let this soak for like 30 minutes, okay? Because I want this bread saturated. I don't want dry pieces of bread in the bread pudding, because that's not a good mouthfeel. I've had that happen before on some of the, on one of the bread puddings that I made in the past, and it was for a potluck, and that was the most worst time that could have came, that I didn't let the bread soak. But I mean, it still tasted good, but there were like dry pockets. So as soon as I get every last bit of this bread coated, I'm gonna let it soak so it can get soft, and then I'm gonna really mix it. I'm gonna stab it with this to kind of break down some of the bread and get it more of a batter with chunks, maybe, so to speak. Yeah, we're gonna need some more liquid. I can already tell. I can already tell. All right, let's put this over here. Let's put this right here. I'm gonna put a whole cup, so it's gonna be 2 cups of liquid. I think that'll be okay. Yep, that's perfect. It's drinking it up already. I see bubbles coming up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this soak. Ta-da! All right, I'm going to clean up around here, and I'll come back in 30 minutes and we will see what this looks like. We'll chew it up with the little, what do you call this thing? The whisk, and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys. BRB. All right, we're back. What we're going to do now, what I'm going to do now. Like there's more of me here. No. All right, so I'm going to check the consistency of this and try to break down some of this bread in this concoction here that I made. We meaning you and I. You and my lovely, beautiful viewers. All right, this is getting soft. It's getting soft. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna let this soak for another 15 minutes. So it's been about 15 minutes. I'm gonna let this soak for another 15 minutes. And we are going to put this in, I want to say the bigger casserole dish. I have two here because I didn't know which one was going to be big enough. So I think it's going to go into this one. Somebody's over there watching me. Hey, babe. All right. This is a 9 by 11. And I've already put oil in there. And then once we pour it in the bowl, we're going to stick it in the oven. So I have my oven preheated at 370. I want to make sure I get every last little bit of the sweet potato, the pineapple, the sugar, the eggs, the bread morsels that came off and mixed in this little bit that I'm pushing in here. I'm so petty like that. Don't ask me why. I think it's the dieting down for shows and things. Like, we waited, we eat it. All right, so I'm gonna stick this in the oven for 45 minutes and we'll check it. Okay, we are back. So I've had this in the oven at 370 for the 45 minutes. And then I put it in there for 20 more minutes at 360. And I kept it at 360 because I didn't want the outside or the bottom to get dark before the middle had a chance to cook. And so I want to say it was in there for a total of an hour and 30 minutes. I put it in the MyFitnessPal as a recipe. And so with this recipe, it's going to, I believe it was 717 calories if I cut this into 8s. But I'm a volume eater and I like to eat big, so yep, 717 calories with a total fat grams of 8.5, which is good for me. Total carbohydrates of 155, maybe bad for some. And then protein is 13.3 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down the middle. And then middle the halves. I guess I can, no, just go ahead and do your 8. So I'll let this cool. It's been about an hour since I took it out of the oven, maybe an hour and a half. So this is what it looks like. Girl, if you drop this, girl, if you drop this. All right, see that? Steam's now still coming off of it. You see what it smells like? I smell everything. It smells okay. I don't want the whole thing. You just get the corner piece. All right, let's see what it tastes like. It tastes pineapple. The sweet potato, not so much. I'll take it. Alright, guys. Well, this test had, when I say it's passed, so from a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 6. Just because you can't taste the sweet potato, and I wanted to call it the sweet potato pineapple. Sweet potato first, pineapple being second, bread pudding. But the pineapple is coming out. And I can't really taste the sweet potato. So, it means I need to pull back on the pineapple, which I don't think I want to do. I just have to add more sweet potato. Okay. 6.75. Because it has a good flavor. It's not too sweet. I could use a little bit more sugar if I wanted to, but I don't think it needed that. I'm going to add that extra cup of milk for 2%. Alright guys, I'm going to have me another slice of this. And then I'm going to bed. Because it's a little late. I have to go to work tomorrow. Right. If you guys have any suggestions on what might make this better, leave it in the comments below. Alright guys, until next time, try not to take life so seriously and have fun. And have a good time. Bye guys.